You are a three-time Pro Bowler, my friend, All-Pro, 2022 Offensive Player of the Year. You're joining us on behalf of Gatorade, which we love. Listen, I've met Justin Jefferson a lot of times. He's wonderful, he's charming, great, excellent player. When do I get to meet this Jets guy I've heard all about all summer?
On the field, you got to catch him on field. Game day in action. You got to come talk to me during the warm ups or something. That's when you gonna get Jets. Other than that, you'll get Justin. You gonna get the cool, calm, and collected, the chill person. So until then, gotta catch you on the field.
I do think that, and you are 100% confident out there. You are a gamer. You are give me the ball, trust me with the ball. You don't really lose your cool. Almost never do you show your frustration. What is the secret to that?
I don't know. I definitely get frustrated sometimes, and that's just what the dealing with the game, and emotions are going to happen, and things aren't always going to go right. So there's always different times where I'll get frustrated, maybe in myself or maybe what's going on. But I always know the cameras are on and people are watching me, and people are criticizing everything I do. So just trying not to have that drama queen name behind
Okay.
me, and just making sure that I'm a student and player of the game, and I'm being nice when I'm in the game and the cameras are on me. But
Yeah.
I definitely get those frustrating times for sure.
I don't think you get enough credit for keeping your cool. That's what I think. I mean that. I think when there's players that are more hothead or demonstrative or whatever, we talk
Yeah.
about them, but you really very few times you've gotten like that, and I think it's awesome. Now we can talk football. You're saying I can meet this Jets guy on the field. It's here, baby.
Mm.
Let's go. You Giants at Giants. Justin, they ruined your playoff debut, man. Are you going to tell me that you don't have a little something extra for them, or are you going to tell me the truth?
I definitely got a little something extra for him for sure. That year we beat them earlier in the season. Well, later in the season, then 2 games later, 3 games later, we played them again and lost in a more crucial spot, especially in the playoffs. So, week one, big week for us. A week to showcase the world. How our team really is, and putting things together. So. First time in New York playing, so I'm excited. I'm definitely, excited to come back off the last season of injury, and just trying to let everybody know that I ain't lose my groove just to Jets.
I mean, Justin Jefferson, you're the best wide receiver in the National Football League. I don't think anybody, you can say people criticize you, but it can't be about what you are out there on the field. You're unbelievable. Malik Neighbors is going to be on the other side. Are you friends with Malik?
Not totally, but I'm a fan of him for sure.
Yeah. So he'll be out there. You'll be out there. He was comped to you a bunch in the draft process, but you guys will see what happens after week one. The way we're talking about this, and like they obviously spoiled your playoff debut. You'll get there again, of course, but to me, it's insane that you've only been in one playoff game in your career. Like this is year 5 for you. So then you do this deal. You could have gotten paid anywhere, Justin. I have to ask you, why stay in Minnesota? Why Minnesota?
Just that connection is just not found anywhere. Especially the connection that I have with KO, having a head coach. Just is that player oriented, and that I have a very close connection with. It's not something that you can find at the next team. So just with everything, the whole organization, the facility, even our stadium, our fan base, everything is just high quality, top tier in this league. We're graded, top in pretty much everything, that we need. So it is definitely something that is tough to deal with, just being in one playoff game and not having the success that I wanted to have team-wise. But, just dealing with the future and focusing on the future, and just with the new pickups that we have got and the new guys that we have in our building is definitely something to look forward to. And I feel like we have the confidence and the guys that we need in this building to change that one game into a couple and hopefully Super Bowl.
When you made it happen and you decided to stay there, all I was thinking is he must just love it there.
I do
Other
love it
people
here.
would have wanted,
It's
you would
not
have
much
been,
to do here. Not much
yeah.
to do here. It's very quiet, very low key. I don't really have to get in trouble and get into anything. I can just stay at home, mind my own business, worry about my job, and have fun kicking butt. That's all.
Yeah, stay in your less than $500,000 townhouse.
You
That
know
you,
it.
Justin, what are you doing with all your money? What are you doing with it?
I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on it at the top of the hill. Just stacking up and making sure my family's good and everybody that's around me good. And hopefully when it's all said and done, I can sit back, chill, relax, not have any worries in the world, and go off to another country like we talked about.
You're just gonna fall off the map. You're gonna win a couple Pro Bowls, Super Bowls, make Vikings fans happy. I like how you handle your
Sure,
future, your
sure.
business, what you're doing with Gatorade sounds like an amazing partnership. I can't wait to get into
Yes.
it. I have a question for you. Do you care that you're the highest paid receiver?
Um, I wouldn't say I really care, but I'm glad that I am. I mean, just off of the stuff that I have done, the yardage, the records that I've broken, it's better than anyone has ever done in the history of the game. So, I mean, just seeing the other guys, how they perform and the stats that they put up and comparing to mine, it's something that you can't really, have too deep of a conversation about. So, I mean, I just try to get every penny that I'm worth.
Mhm.
Just trying to get as much as I can and try to be with this organization for a longer period of time.
You and Jamar, let's just talk about it. You're always back. We've talked about this, you and I. You are so nice to him. You hype him. You're giggling, but you hype him up. But he doesn't do the same for you, and he's super competitive. But you are close. I know that. Have you talked about this process with him? You're watching this all happen, and it keeps continuing. What is your best advice since you know what it's like?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really talked too much to him about the contract. Um, I understand how it goes with contract talks, and I mean, half of the time, you don't even really fully understand what's going on. You just, I mean, just the agents that's really having that communication with them and talking to them and meeting with them and having that real verbal communication with them, not you. So they are the real ones that's really, doing the work for you and, just trying to get every penny that you deserve. So they just coming back to you with the short key points that they want to get across and just making sure that y'all are in a good headspace and a good communication space. So I haven't really talked to him about it too much, but I'm pretty sure or confident that he's gonna be about his business and show up when he needs to show up. And I mean, I hope that he gets the deal and hope that he gets the contract that he's looking for. But I also hope that he plays it smart and not let it get in the way of his greatness and being on that field.
It's really well said. Let's look ahead. He gets paid. He gets a penny more than you. What does the text to him say?
I'm not gonna say what I really want to say, but I mean, it's always congratulations. It's always love, especially on my end, about my brothers that is making good in this league and making a name for themselves. And I mean, we always talked about that. We always talked about it in the receiving room at LSU and said that we were able to be on that same platform as some of the top guys that were in the league while we were watching the film at LSU. So to see it all come to life and
Mhm.
for us to fulfill our dreams is definitely heartwarming.
It's heartwarming, except you're the reason there's problems. You're the reason, Jamar. What does it feel like to be you have the responsibility?
I mean, I had to go through it too. I had to go through the early phase of not knowing if I was going to get a new deal or what's going to happen. And I had to patiently wait as well. I wanted to have a contract done after my third year, and it didn't happen. I had to
Yeah.
go play through a season and figure out some things on my own end. And after the season, the contract was finished. So, I mean, he might have to patiently wait. I mean, or the Bengals might just give it to him. I don't know. Hey, I mean, I guess we'll all find out, but it's always going to be a congratulations text or a congratulations phone call that I will always give to my guys that are doing well in the league.
I love that. And I was with, this is insane. I was with Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson like a month ago, a little over a month ago. They were talking about you.
Really?
Yes, and just obviously like what a player you were, and receiver had just come out, right? It was like
Yeah.
right around then. I saw you at the premiere. It was like right around then.
Yeah.
They were talking to each other about how they were like you and Devontae in that game, going
Nice.
back and forth,
Yeah.
scoreboard, box score. They didn't even have the internet. They couldn't even see it. They're looking in the paper
All
like,
right.
but no joke. They were keeping tabs on each other every week, every season. Who is that person for you this year? Is it still Devontae or is it somebody else?
That's a good question.
Mhm.
I feel like it's been Tyreek lately, just with the numbers that he's been putting up in Miami. I would say that's the main person,
Okay.
just because I know how explosive he is and how dynamic he is in Miami. Yeah, I would
That's
say.
good.
I mean, CD is always going to be,
Yeah.
a guy that's, a guy to look for and to watch out for, especially, him having a quarterback like Dak and, their connection and their chemistry together is definitely, tough to guard and to scheme up against. So I'll see those two.
Okay. I didn't think that did not think those would be your answers. I thought you were going to go Adams and Jamar still. I really did. But that's
I
good.
mean, Adams is all. I mean,
Or
Devontae is.
Garrett. You got Garrett this year?
Yeah, Gary's going to be tough. He hasn't had A-Rod yet, so it's going to be tough to see the practice clips of him and A-Rod. They're going to be tough for sure.
Well, hold
Hopefully A-Rod, lasts longer than what he did last year, and
on.
he plays the full season, and we'll see how far they actually go.
We will see. You're very confident. Let's talk about your quarterback. You're saying CD's got a quarterback like Dak. You've got a quarterback like Sam. You've said that you're confident. I know that you are in yourself. What do you do? What do you do for Sam's confidence?
Catch the ball. That's my job. Make those tough catches look a little easier. Not mattering where he throws that ball, as long as it's in my catch radius, I'm going to go up and make a play. Just having that confidence in me to give me those chances and give me those opportunities to make a play for us. And every single day, I'll try to give him that confidence, try to give him an extra boost of confidence to trust me at any moment. And even when, the game is on the line and we need a play, you already know 18 is going to go up and make a play for us. So that's the confidence I try to install for him before we even get started into the season. But I feel like we've been making progress. The communication and the chemistry has been building this whole entire training camp. So week one is very close. It's coming in the week, and I'm excited. I'm excited how he do and how our whole team, come to life.
And I think you want to put it to Malik Neighbors. I can tell you're not that close. I'm not going to ask, but there's something there. I can just tell. I'm going to leave it alone. But when I think about Sam, you're the best thing. You're the best wide receiver. There's got to be pressure though, right? Like some of these quarterbacks feel the pressure of getting you the ball, the best wide receiver. Like, do you think he feels pressure of having the best wideout in the world to throw to?
um, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of pressure.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure, but I also try to implement to them or try to explain to them that they don't need to force feed me the ball. I'm not the one that's telling them to throw it to me whenever I'm open, every time I'm open. I understand it's a team game. I understand that we have other guys on this team to make plays and that are able to go out there and make those big opportunities count. Other than me, I'm not the only one that's getting paid on the roster. They have a job themselves, and they have a oath to the rest of his brothers to make those plays when it counts. So I'm not definitely I'm definitely not that type of guy to
I know.
whisper into Sam's ear every single time we come off the field about getting me the ball. So that's just goes to trust with the schemes and trust Sam KO into getting me into the game plan, making sure that I'm getting my touches whenever I need to get the touches, and I'm just not out the game plan totally.
You missed 7 games last season and still put up over 1,000 yards, and you had 4 different quarterbacks throwing you passes. I think that's the confidence enough. I know that you've been drinking Gatorade your entire life. This is like
Yes,
a
I
very
have.
true, meaningful partnership.
Yes, I have.
You know, before we even get into this, like when you're thinking back to when you're young, Justin Jefferson, that you're like, Gatorade wants to work with me. Where does your head go? Is that insane?
Insane, insane. I mean, just always being a fan of football and a fan of sports, period. You always see Gatorade. You always see the commercials that's coming on TV. You see the big names. You see the LeBron James. You see the Michael Jordans. And you grow up and want to be that same type of player. You want to be a superstar. You want to be a Gatorade athlete. And that's something that I always dreamed of to happen, always wanted to be a part of Gatorade and the rest of the team that they have. So to now finally be on the squad, to finally be in the mix with Gatorade and to see the different stuff that they have in store and the stuff that they have for the upcoming generation that we're willing to give all the information to and give the credit to for they're the next up. So I'm definitely excited to see what they have for us coming up.
I love it. What's your favorite Gatorade flavor?
I'm a grape guy. I like purple. I like the flavor. I don't know what it is about it, but I like purple the most.
What do you mean? It's because you're a Viking. What do you, of course.
That's probably what it is. I've been bleeding purple my whole entire life, so that's probably
Okay.
what it is for sure.
Yeah, Gatorade is fueling you towards your goal. We know what week 1 is, Giants done. Then you have the Texans week 3. I want to ask you about this because I sat with, oh my God, Justin. I went down there, I saw them at camp. I sat with Danielle Hunter, your former teammate. And I
Yeah,
was like, this is the scariest man I've ever been around in my
for
entire life. Like,
sure,
I'm not joking. Like, he's the most
for sure.
intimidating guy. Is he the scariest defensive player in the league?
He's one of the for sure. I mean, just looking at her, you get scared. Seeing the veins popping out of his arms, seeing how big his arms is, how big his legs are. So he's definitely somebody that lining up against him, you get a little bit frightened just looking at him. But I mean, just seeing him go to work every single day and see him work on Sundays is night and day. He's a freak of nature. Just how he's built. I mean, he's from the Bayou, so he already knows how we get down and dirty, and the work ethic that we have down there in the boot.
That week 3, if Kevin O'Connell decides to put in a reverse, what are you
I'm
telling? What's your
gonna make sure I
reaction?
get a little bit wide and outside. So I don't run into De Niro for sure.
I feel like
Hopefully we do it away from De Niro.
you're gonna need extra grape Gatorade if he decides to do that.
For
Listen,
sure. I need to put a little extra fuel in my system that game.
I'm so excited for this partnership because it's like nostalgia growing up before your time, during your time, ahead of your time, after your time. It is amazing. And I guess I'll see you in New Orleans in another big game.
Hopefully.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe right here to get the latest from the show and check out more of the best clips from Up and Adams, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FanDuel.